Hello, I'm Sami Laakso from Snowdale Design, and I have a guest today with me playing Lands of Galzyr. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hey, yeah, I'm Baker. I'm the creator of the YouTube channel Board Online, Board Offline, and been a big fan of uh, Dale Merchant's done like the whole series of things for a while. So I'm excited to get in here and play Lands of Galzyr
Awesome.
today.
So last time I played with Sir Tekos, and today we are going to continue that same game. And Baker chose to play the same character that Tekos played, so we'll be playing Ausala, the River Kingfisher, and I will continue playing with Keridai, the Northern Banded Newt. So let's see where we were left off previously. Here we have the table set up. So I have my stuff here on the left, and your stuff is on the right, and we are both pretty much broke. We have 1 gold each, so let's hope we can do something about that during our adventures. Our last thing to choose is where we want to begin our adventures. So we can, for example, say that you can take the first turn, but we both need to choose our starting locations. Currently, you only have 1 quest at your disposal, and let's see. Here's your quest, Friend in Need, part 2, and you can resolve it in Teshun. As for me, I have 3 quests at the moment. Let's a little bit more space so we can see them better. I have 1 that I can do in Hesembi, 1 in Rienstum, and 1 in Arhin. So those are something that we might want to take into account when choosing where we begin. And we lost Baker for a moment. Let's see if we can get him back. I also lowered the music if it's too loud. Welcome to the stream, Miha and Lion. Hello.
Sorry about that.
Okay,
Sorry
Baker is back on my end. Let's see if he comes back on our stream. I might need to do quick one. Let's go here.
There we go. My bad, y'all.
You're
Pressed the wrong button. Back my way out of this.
Okay. Hot fixing stream issues is what we do. So you only have the quest for Teshun, so
Okay.
would you like to begin from there or somewhere
Yeah, that sounds
else?
like a great place to start.
There's also a quest there, so why not you can pick that up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we have a quest in Teshun. Evil farmers are treating child workers badly. This must stop! Somebody help! Signed by Guldia the Long-tailed Duck, and if you choose to follow the Growing Pains quest line, you can go to 1 space south of Merato
Okay.
later, but we'll put the new every time the notice board that is here currently behind your head, but it's not that important to see all the time, so a new one goes to Yets, and it also always should have three quests available, and I have 1 in Hesembi, Rienstum and Arhin, so Rienstum, Arhin and Hesen have quite many choice options if I want to follow one of my quests. I would also like come with you to Teshun if you think that you would need help with your friend in need, where you're looking, trying to figure out who's chasing you in the previous episode.
No, you can go and deal with one of your quests if you want to. I think I could probably handle that one.
Well, SMB is the closest one for you, so if we want to join up at some point, or Rienstum at both out, I don't know which direction you're going to go from Teshun, so I have in SMB and Rienstum if we want to meet up at some point.
So probably, I mean, I'd probably head towards that second quest after.
Current one is here. The next one is one space south of Meratu, so that would be the space over here. So I did have one for Arhin, so let's go. I can actually start there, so perhaps we can meet up. Welcome to the stream, Bartek and Anton. I was afraid that the time of the stream was like no one would be able to come here, but at least some of you did. It's great. So with the limited time we have, let's try to speed through some of the rounds before you have to go.
Well, so I'll go ahead and
so
I'm just gonna stay right where I'm at and do
this one. So you're in Teshun and you have the friend in need over there, which is part 2. Your past caught up to you once more when some vulture thugs try to catch you. You need to find a way to deal with them in order to live your life freely. According to Nara, there's a group in Teshun which can help you. Let's see how trustful Nara's information is on this one. So the scene number was 90. And first, more bonus points always for funny voices for the NPCs. Wild Arms mercenary camp lies deep within the ruined town, and as you approach the guard post, you eye the imposing wall that still stands on this site. You were never fond of such structures in the past, seemingly restrictive even on the inside and taxing to fly over while carrying heavy gear. But you come here to seek allies, as the troubles of your past remain unsolved. And let's actually take my microphone a little bit closer. Raw streamer right here. So it's asking if you have the roamer tag, and looks like you do not. You have streetwise flight, lucky, relic, knowledge, literature, resolute, upbeat, heated, another upbeat, and that's it. And I also missed that you also have one timer on your inner fire. Let's put that on board as well. So no roamer. Nara is already there, talking to 2 guards outside the bustling mercenary camp. She waves you over. This is the scourge you mentioned? A blue-painted magpie guard asks, looking you over. Why should we let you see the boss? A coyote wearing a purple sash asks, before pointing at the wall. Show what you can do first. Climb that and maybe we'll take you. You glance at Nara, who nods, ready to help you. And you get 281 from the library, which is Nara. So you lost her in the previous adventure, or Sir Tekos lost, but now she's back.
Excellent.
Timer tokens, like so. And now you can climb the wall or intimidate the guards to let you pass. Let's move that aside.
So this is a tough choice because climb is hard. I have one skill marker there. And I've got, oh no, never mind. I'm looking at her default. So it's been changed some. So
we have
in that case,
intimidate
it's
is
not
here
difficult. I'm
and
going to do
climb is
intimidate.
here. And
Yeah.
climbing is hard, intimidate medium.
I'll definitely do intimidate.
Nara can help a little bit with both. In survival, in climbing, she gives 1 success. In intimidation, 2 rerolls. And
Let's do intimidation.
right, so intimidate the guards to let you pass, and as intimidation is a communication skill check, your inner fire will get hastened by 1, as you would rather climb, but it will still last quite a few rounds, so I'll just move that one over. To have any other intimidation, you have the determined status if you so choose to get 1 success. But you can first roll and then we can see.
Okay.
And as for the dice, you have the 3 base dice in this case, 1 perception and 1 knowledge. And we're always at the mercy of my bad dice rolls on the streams, so I apologize already for that.
I didn't sign up for that.
That's I warned you. I did warn you, so that's absolutely nothing. I guess you take the
literally nothing.
I take you. I
reroll.
assume you take the reroll to see if you get
for sure.
any better. And that's now you're at 1
success. I need 2, right?
And the difficulty was medium. So, but you still have Nara's reroll. She lets you reroll 2 dice. So let's take the best ones available and see if Nara is more intimidating than you are, or at least can match yours. Yes, she can. She can.
Okay.
So you're now at 2. So you don't need to use the determinant just to succeed if you're happy.
Right, because I would actually lose that if I used it, correct? Okay, so yeah, we'll just stick with the 2 successes.
All right, and that's the middle outcome here. You have no time or patience for their stupid games. With Nara's support, you tell them as much in as threatening manner as you can muster. The magpie backs away while the coyote tries to appease you. Wait, it was just a little test, he says, pointing at the large tent. And you passed. The boss is waiting. You go, Nara says. I'll have a word with these 2. She continues. Inside the tent, you see a lone Gurfalcon who introduces himself as Geru. I heard about Rienstum, Alsala, he says. Those upstarts have caused trouble for us as well, so I'll take care of them sooner or later. You note that he's well informed and he smirks. I like to stay informed. Now, what should we do with you? You insist on taking part, which seems to humor him. Ah, the adventurous spirit. Very well. Earlier today, we found some equipment, including a coded letter which I suspect to be theirs. Show me what you can do. So, should you try to crack the code in the letter or search the equipment?
I think, I always like to think that the harder ones are probably going to have better rewards if you succeed. And I'll have 3.
Searching, or your items do not help with search. Either they don't, and with cracking. But you have your pocket encyclopedia, which does in all knowledge skill checks. You may reroll up to 1 die and turn 1 book into 2 successes. So that it should definitely be a little bit easier for you. Also with the
let's go ahead and crack the code.
But you have better dice for searching, so you decide.
Let's crack the code. I think that's probably the smart move right now.
And with that, you left with just 1, the green one. but it's easy difficulty, and you can reroll one.
Yeah, only need one.
And if you get one, you get will double that. But this is also a mental task for your inner fire will be hastened once more. Unfortunately, but in this case it was both skill checks. The searching would have done the same.
Either one, okay.
And nothing.
No. No, what's happening? All right, let's
at
reroll.
least I got the warning out before the bad rolls. So
yeah, I appreciate that. It's not helping me now.
Yeah, I just want to have some tension. So that's 3, and you can double one of them. So that's actually already 4, and the pocket encyclopedia lets you reroll 1. So let's just take.
Okay, perfect.
See if you can. Even more.
Nice.
So that's
nice.
5.
See, your rolls aren't that bad.
Yeah, I just like to keep up the tension with the first roll.
Yeah, absolutely.
3+ would have been enough to get the best one here. The cipher used in the letter is downright amateurish, and you see right through it and interpret the hidden message. It is a simple order. Infiltrate the camp and await further instructions. Well done, Gero says. Come, let's find out who the recipient is. He gets up and heads outside. If he is the least bit concerned by the news, he hides it well. You don't get far before you hear shouting from the direction of the guard post where you left Nara. Gero rushes there right away and you follow. At the post, you find the coyote lying wounded on the ground, surrounded by signs of battle. Nara or the magpie are nowhere to be seen. Boss, the coyote shouts, she was with the vultures, they took Nara. Gero turns to you with a grim look on his face. They've crossed us once more, Alsala, and we'll make them pay. And that
lost Nara again.
That was short-lived with Nara, so she gets returned. The library. There. And I have mercenary with me from my previous adventures, but you don't have any, so let's see what happens. We are allies for now. Take one of ours and meet me in Hesembi. Those overconfident upstarts have a base there, and I bet that's where they're taking Nara. We'll crush them together and make sure no one gets such ideas in the future. 2 prestige, which is a lot easier to track if we actually have the tokens on here. So I'll go to 0, and you can.
You mean this isn't a memory game?
You can start at 2. And
excellent.
Your friend in need quest number 222 goes to the library. And you get 223 and a random 149. So here's your 149. You got a character with a name that you can read if you wish to do so.
Momo likes the
I prefer the shorter one in the flavor text.
Excellent.
Momo is a founding member of Strong Arm, and she's still strongly against the alliance with Wild Knights. She can help with might, and also fight and climb. And the other card you got is Friend in Need Part 3. Nara was captured by your vulture enemies and taken to Hesembi. Thankfully, the Wild Arm mercenaries promised to help you assault the gang's base. You should meet them there and go save your friend. And now you can go to the Hesembi.
And he's only with me. Momo's only with me for 3 turns.
In the storybook, we will actually delay your new companion by 2, so she will be a bit longer.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
2 for, so we'll put it 3, 4, 5 spaces to the future, and if there would be a partner, they would also make it prestige, and that's end of scene. Bartek is saying on the chat that I introduced the reroll rule because of my bad rolls. What is this? Lies.
I mean, listen, when you're the designer, you can kind of work around your own
How many
problems.
rerolls
It's
do I need
perfect.
to actually succeed? So that was.
All right, so a lot happened in that first
You
turn.
met Nara again. You lost her again. You got a new friend. I'm at Arhin, so I think I'll, as planned, I will start with my the quest there. So, Collector Part 1. Some of the most esteemed parties for Arhin's elite are arranged by one of their ruling families, the Blue Mills. They possess the Golden Millstone, a relic I'd like to add to my collection one day. Here's an invitation card that gets you inside. Locate where they display the family heirloom and report back to me. Signed by Araltai, the Grey Marmot Collector. So I'm at Arhin, so I can go to the party and take the scene 203.
All right.
Let's actually move them this way. I need to see the quests as much when we zoom in. So 203. I'm ready to
All right,
go
you ready for me to go?
to the party.
Let's go. At the door, to the party. At the doors of the Blue Mill Mansion, an elderly wall lizard butler answers, "Invitation, please." You hand it over, and you are let inside. House guards relieve you of any weapons, storing them in the foyer for the duration of your stay. The butler guides you to a ballroom where an ensemble of rich folks are dining. The two Blue Mill polecats, Grand Mistress Rudanda and Grand Master Bacalar, are a degree overdressed beyond their lavish peers. Taking a break from sucking up the adoration of their guests, they ask who you are. You lie about being a building inspector from Reinstrom. The Blue Mills let you have the run of the place. You need to decide what is the best way to scout the place out. So you cannot use any weapon items. If you use convince, then each boaster tag gives you one success. And so now you either need to convince a servant to show you the house with a medium check, or search for servant clothes with an easy check.
Quickly, what do I actually have? So I have my power of mind that I can once a game change up the skill being tested. I have for items, I just have perfume. Hopefully I'll get more items later, which I smell so good that if I convince, I get one automatic success. As for my friends,
That's some good smelling
I have
perfume.
Pekka, the post office officer that can help in survival checks, and Blue with the mercenary can help with fighting, searching, and also in thievery skill checks. So I have better dice for the convincing, and I smell so good. So I think that's an easy choice for me, and it's also the harder one, so why not?
All right, so we're going to convince.
I'll put this, let's say, here, and I get 2 knowledge dice, 1 communication die, and 5 with the basic ones. And that's already 4.
Hey, there you go.
Great dice rolling skills. And 1 from the perfume, so that's
All
5.
right.
I'm entirely happy, and perfume is not a weapon, so I can definitely use it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That.
So you're going to stick with that? So 3+ was all you needed. Oh, well, not needed. That was the highest you could get, I should say. You only needed 2. You convince a young polecat maid, Vexalia, that it would be fun to give you a tour. While she shows you around, other staff ignore you. she seems to be enjoying your company. There are toolboxes in the storeroom you pass on your tour. The maid tells you that you can take something you want from them as a keepsake. So you may swap one of your skill marks for a survival
I
skill
only
mark if
have
you want.
one, but I'm not the one to decline when I'm offered something for free. So let's take it.
Hey,
But I need to choose what I take away. And as for I have the power of mind, which lets me change to different skills. So I usually want to have at least one really powerful skill. And as stupid as it might be, let's go with this.
oh yeah, I was wondering if you're
And,
gonna supercharge. I've actually never seen that
if
before.
I need to like
so
communicate that
this-
I just removed, I still smell really good, so I just trust in my perfume
Right,
to do
right.
the trick. So
You have a ton of knowledge in survival.
yes, I just hope I don't
and
need
you
to do
smell good, so
anything
I think you're
on the
fine.
other side of the skill wheel anytime soon, or I'm in trouble.
Watch, this next one's going to be just a perception check. So, all right, so continue. You head up to the second floor and find yourself in the servants' dining room. On the left is a shaft holding a dumbwaiter. Oh, that Vixalia nudges when she sees you staring at it. Normally, it goes to the collection room, but it broke last week. She mourns, telling you how it has made her life harder. She shows you the narrow stairs she has to use up, but the door is locked at this time of day. Vixalia offers to get you a snack from the kitchen and leaves. So you cannot use weapon items still. You can unlock the door for a medium check or climb upstairs via the shaft with a medium check.
Yeah, unlocking will
Medium
be
thievery or
entirely
medium
out of the
survival.
question because my friend Bluey would give me one success, but I think I'm still going to climb via the shaft. I can't resist. Yes.
I mean, you just got more survival. You might as well
Also
take
wait.
advantage.
These, and also I think Pekapua, the old postman, I don't know what he has done in his past life, but he in survival skill checks I can reroll up to 5 dice. So maybe I'm like climbing
All right.
and he's pushing me. Let's see if that.
Yeah,
helps.
I'd like to think that's what's happening there. Or maybe he's just like cheering you on. He's giving you moral support.
And that's 1, so I can reroll everything, or I can reroll up to 5 with Pekapua. But I'm not happy with 1, so I'll first reroll everything, and then I let Pekapua cheer me or push me or both. Oh, that's more like it.
Hey, that's better.
So I can roll.
That's a
reroll
little
up
bit better.
To 5 with Pekapua, so I'll reroll this one single.
Oh man, you get all survival. Oh my god.
No one can blame me for
You gonna say that
ever again. I'll stick with that.
Yeah, we have proof here, right here.
That's definitely
all right. So 5 plus
5 or more.
Yeah. Once you are alone, you enter the dumbwaiter. Despite the narrow and filthy shaft, you climb up its pulley ropes and get to the 3rd floor. The collection room is loaded with treasures. You see the golden millstone. As you look over it, you notice gold is flaking off it with plain stone underneath. It's worthless. A ruckus comes from downstairs, and you decide to go investigate.
Bartek saying that as the post-folk he traveled places, of course he's good about survival. And like some dumb waiter like shafts, of course he has delivered like posts to everywhere.
I mean, he can't let a broken dumbwaiter stop the mail from getting where it's going. You gotta deliver it. The mansion is eerily quiet now. Peering downstairs, everyone else has congregated in the ballroom. You overhear a report that a Wolverine Guard captain delivers to the Blue Mills about how a marmot fitting a Raltai's description broke into a safe and stole military documents, then escaped out a window into the city. Rudonda rages at the intrusion while Bacalar curses at how Gimstead has been trying to get those military documents for years. You assume Raltai hired you as a diversion, and her real goal was getting those
Whoopsies.
papers. Whoops. So do we pursue
I
her or
think the
no?
answer is pretty clear. I have like a whole party with me. Pursue. Let's pursue her. We are not going to be cheated by someone like her.
All right. That's right. That's right. All right. You are determined to get back at Araltai. She hired you knowing her job was a sham and had no intention of paying you. She was going to let you take the fall while she makes the escape. You leave the mansion in a hurry, getting your weapons back. You question folks on the street if they saw a gray marmot run through here, and they point to the docks. Running there, you talk to a Shoebill harbor master, telling her there's a gray marmot who might be a Jimsetian spy that came this way. Concerned, the Shoebill tells you she saw such a marmot who got into a boat and sailed away a short while ago. The bird lets you take a boat after her, promising to contact the proper authorities while you give chase. So you earn 2 prestige. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. And I didn't mention it separately, but we are playing cooperatively with the goal of together gaining as much prestige as we can. So I'm helping us, not just myself. On the stream,
Excellent. So we're trying to get to 7. Is that right?
7 rounds if we have time, and
no, I'm sorry. It's 7 rounds, right?
As we can. So yes. I returned my quest, and I got 62. I'm determined. We are both determined right now, so I can later return it to the library to get the single success on any given skill check. And I also got the pursuit, also adventure status. Araltai the Collector used you as a diversion to steal sensitive documents from the Blue Mills, one of Arhin's ruling families. Wanting her to face the consequences of her actions, you begin your pursuit. And when gained and during setup,
you'll actually have to do that
my figure next, right? On this card. So these are not items, but I have items. Don't have items, so I'll just stick them there for the time being. And I'm no longer in Arhin. I started to pursue the Marmot, so I'm here on the ocean somewhere. We have now both taken our turns, so
okay.
The next day here, as well as on the Book of Adventures. And now it's your turn. You have the third part number 3 of your friend in need is in Hesembi, and the previous quest about the children in peril is here, 1 space south of Merato. You also have your special ability which lets you fly, but Momo can't fly, so if you do fly, you have to leave her behind.
Well, we don't want to leave Momo behind. Let's just move towards Hazemi then, because we want to get that done while we've got Momo with us.
We're here on the connecting island, and you don't have any cards with scenes for this location, so in that case we draw a card from the event deck.
Gotta draw that
we'll pick the first from the top, and you know it actually is Thursday, so we're going to take the scene.
It is Thursday. 1. Look at that.
1. Leave this here for the duration of the scene. So 1, 2, 1. While sleeping at an inn, you are startled awake when someone thrusts a bag over your head and knocks you out. That's a good start.
No.
You awake in a room dimly illuminated by a candle. You have been restrained and bound to a chair. Standing before you is an aardvark and a purple frog. Good to see you are awake, the aardvark whispers in a voice of lethal velvet. Seems you have been interrupting someone's operations. They ask us to teach you a lesson. You tell them this must be a case of mistaken identity. The purple frog frowns. You sure? The sketch looks pretty spot on. He shows you a piece of paper that bears a poorly drawn character that admittedly does look like you. How will you escape? First, keep the advanced figure. Yes. So in this case, these are rules like for me, but obviously everyone will see them. So we will have to check what's the closest settlement to your adventure, and that's the settlement icon here is Hesembi, and it asks us to use the die as a reminder, as this is for number 6, so we don't forget what it is. So usually in the game, only the player reading the story would see this. They would put the die on the phase 6 for some reason, and then they would continue, and we would move the adventurous figure off the game board. Oh no, where are you? Is to...
What has happened?
Where's
Momo?
Maybe
Momo was supposed to be
maybe
standing guard.
You do not have the underworld tag, and you cannot discard your items if you, for some reason, would like to. You're restrained. You can try to talk yourself out. You can rip off the restraints, or you can bribe them to let you go. But you have 1 gold, same as me. I think we spent everything on partying last episode.
All right, so I think I just need to talk my way out.
If you would like to rip, I guess Momo is restrained next to you, because so it doesn't say that you can't use companions. So in all might skill checks, Momo would give you 1 success. So she would help you with that, but you still would.
So then I only need 2 more.
You could use your determined if needed. As for
and thievery is. I've got 2 thievery dice, so yeah. You know what? Let's live dangerously. Let's try to. Let's rip off the restraints. Let's do it. I'm a very strong kingfisher.
So let's select this one. Yes. That's already 2.
1,
and 1
2. Hey,
Momo, so
here we go.
3 already. Happy with that?
All right. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that.
We also got at least 1 thievery, so we'll actually it's mandatory to pick the first from the left that matches our roll. So we are going to go with this one. You notice your restraints are loose,
oh right, yeah, okay.
And you might be able to get out of them instead of ripping them apart. You still can't discard your items. Would you like to escape captivity or continue ripping the restraints apart?
Yes, let's do that. No, let's do the escape. That seems more my style.
You can even change 1 extra die for the perception die, and yeah, neither of these will hasten your inner fire, so you're good with that.
Okay. That's good. Yeah.
Warrior style 0.
What just happened?
Yeah, you always have the single
reroll
everything, so.
Right, that's right. Yeah. So let's use the single reroll.
Keep the tension up. That's 2. That's 2. That's not a failure.
Yeah, 2.
Still.
Okay.
Unfortunate that your best dice for the skill did you nothing.
Like they were just like, no, we're not going to work for you today. It's not happening. We're tired.
When both crooks turn to get something, you manage to undo your restraints and sneak off into the dark structure they have brought you to. As you put distance between yourself and them, you hear them curse. What happened? The artwork rages. You hear the shrill cry of the purple frog answer her. Gone! They were just here a second ago! You decide to pick up your speed and navigate out of this building before the two catch up to you. As you near the exit, you see a table with their effects on it and quickly nab some of their coins and something you do not want to leave behind. You find a door leading outside, which you run through and find yourself in the streets of the settlement. Ooh, you got 2 coins. You tripled your...
It's supposed to be a 3.
Your gold. And you're going
I'm rich.
You're bigger to the closest settlement.
Which actually is where I wanted to go anyway, so that works out.
I actually should make a note about this because it should not say actually the closest settlement, but the settlement matching the die, because who knows what's the closest right now.
Right.
So I'll just make a quick note about that. I don't know who made the mistake. I admit to nothing. So you're going to Hesembi, where they kidnapped you, and you also get 249. And when it has that animating icon, we take the card that matches your character. So 249
nice.
with Isola's icon in this case.
Perfect. The wanted poster. That's right. Okay. I actually ran across one of those when I was
you.
playing before. Yeah, it sure does. Yeah, it even has my name on it.
The high self-confidence can be a dangerous weapon, and even if you trade this to me for any reason, only you can use this card. I can go and sell it away, but I can't use it. It doesn't resemble me enough. You get bonuses if you intimidate or fight. So let's put that.
Perfect.
You have room in your inventory, so why not? And we return the drawn event card the library, and we're going to replay take card 254. Here another event, and we'll shuffle that to the event deck. That's your turn, then it's mine, and I'm not even on the game board. And if anyone has ever these scenes with the lightning bolt icon, you're forced to take one of those. So I'm now going to chase Araltai and take the scene 204.
All right. The craft harbor master assigned to you is sleek and fast. Oh, I'm sorry. The harbor master assigned to you is sleek and fast, and within 2 hours of sailing, you get Araltai's sailboat in sight. She has taken her craft close to the shore, moving at a blithe pace, weaving leisurely between rocks in the shallows. She must not expect any dogged pursuit. If you do not want to lose her, you could follow behind her in the wake of her boat, avoiding the rocks as she does, or you could sail wider into the open water, moving faster without having to navigate obstacles and try to cut her off. So if you have a sailor tag, you'll get 1 success, and then you either need to observe the rocks and sail near the coast for an easy perception check, or recall how to ride the wind for a medium knowledge.
With one, I can
yep.
with the other, even if it's easy. Not my.
Not so easy when you're super specialized.
The game made me.
All right, so we're gonna recall how to ride the wind.
Yes,
It's
I
completely
have
out of your hands. You had no
other
choice.
option. And as for recalling, Louis doesn't help me, and Pekapu also looking like he's on with the right, but not interested in recalling some stupid navigation both things. That's one, which is
Whoa. Well, you got
enough for medium.
one, okay.
So I could use my determined status, but nah, I'll just riddle everything. Yeah, that's more like it. That's 6. If anyone ever, including Bartek, complains about my dice rolls, I'll just link this video and say, look.
Well, to be fair, your rolls are terrible. Your re-rolls are really good, is what we're learning.
In both cases, I'm rolling the dice.
All right, so that's true. That's true.
Yes.
So you got 6, you said? Yeah, 6. All right, so you have 5 plus. With the skill and knowledge of a seasoned sailor, you take your craft into the open waters and easily rear the wind, getting your sail to catch it just right and to carry you forward at a great speed. In short order, you overtake Araltai's boat. She tries to change course for Arhin, but you close in and cut her off. You ram your boat into hers, smashing her rudder apart.
That's what
very
I
aggressive.
do.
Without a means to steer, Araltai throws her paws up and surrenders to you. You board her boat, tie her up, and return to your craft. You sail back to Arhin, where you see our Heiner agents at the dock with the harbor master. Turning her and the stolen documents in, the agents tell you she is a Gemsetian spy and reward you. 2 prestige and 5 gold.
I was just saying that I need
Very
to do
nice.
some boring work to get money if I want to keep Louis around, because he's going to ask for pay soon.
Oh,
But
right.
I'm happy I got some here, so I'll go to 6. Double the amount you have. I'm so rich. I got 2 prestige. And I'm going to Arhin, which is where I left. Back, and I returned to 165 to the library, and now I took 163, and that's going to back of the quest lot, which is the place where we have the quests, and we take them whenever we need to refill the notice board. So, but we always refill from the front, and new ones go to the back, so it takes a while for the new ones to come available. That's that, and as you're the starting player, we move to the next day, which is Friday, and on Friday we have 1 timer token here, which is your inner fire, which didn't do a lot for you this time.
Inner fire has gone out. I was too reckless with the skills that I used and ran it out too fast.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly from the last time if Pekos got any use out of it. Hopefully, too long since we played.
It felt good though. It felt good to have.
So you're in Hesenby. I assume you are going to help or try to get Nara back.
Yep, let's do it.
So you're going to meet the mercenaries. That's the scene 94. Approaching the designated meeting spot at the outskirts of the city, you see the Wild Arm mercenaries already in position, ready to storm the Vulture Gang's base. You would like to run away, like in the past, but this time it's different. There's a lot on the line. You see Geru as well, observing the sizable building in the distance and several guards posted at the main entrance. You ask if he has any instructions. Go in and do things your way, the Gurfalcon says, smiling his wicked smile. Isn't that what you adventurers do? Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, move on your mark, Al-Salah, he adds before turning away. Seems like another test. You turn to the building. How should you get in? can
Let's
either try
unlock
to,
that side door.
or you can also fight your way through with Momo if you so wish.
Yeah.
So you're better at unlocking with your skills, but for fighting, for Momo gives 1 for all might skill checks, and also for fighting she gives 1. So for fighting she actually gives 2 successes.
Oh, well, in that case, that's a good point. I didn't think about. I was thinking I was just getting 1 from Momo.
Yeah, she has.
Let's actually do the fight. Actually, I like that idea. And yeah,
That's what she
let's-
signed up for.
right. Yeah, let's keep Momo happy. I don't want to. I mean, granted, she's not a very good guard at night when I'm sleeping, but whatever.
She did try to help you rip
That's
apart the restraints, but then you went, no, let's not do that.
Okay, let's let Momo shine. Let's do it.
So, let's see if you can get the one missing success that Momo almost handles this by herself. So you can just.
Can I pull my weight at all?
Yeah.
Is what we're trying to see here.
Encourage her just a little bit, or don't be a hindrance at least.
Right. That's basically where we're at.
Oh,
There we
2
go.
successes
Nice.
from the bad dice.
Yeah.
And not from
My
the reroll.
advanced dice are
not
not
from the
doing-
reroll.
That's good. Yeah, it's from just a roll. That's you're getting better. I think we're working through whatever is going on.
So you're happy with 4 successes?
Yes. Yeah, that's good.
Let's Go. Oh, that's the best.
Hey, nice.
So you're actually like pulling your weight with Momo.
Yeah.
You sound the horn and attack the base with Momo. The mercenaries following right behind you, roaring out their battle cries as you lead them to a terrifying charge. Some guards flee outright in the face of your assault, while others try to desperately call for reinforcements. However, you have no intention of waiting. Like a spear of vengeance, you pierce right through their meager defenses and rush inside. Your cohorts can handle the rest out here. Inside the base, you come into a large hall on the back and you see Nara, tied up beak and all, but otherwise unharmed. Before you can get to her, however, a lone vulture guarding her notices you, and you recognize him as one of those you saw in Rienstone. He heaves Nara over his shoulder and runs out of the back door towards the city. Would you like to run after the vulture or follow the vulture from a distance?
Well, so what I've learned is let Momo do Momo's thing, and Momo gives me a success for
if you
survival,
run,
correct?
Yeah, or for all survivals. So Momo is like your MVP here.
Yeah, so let's run after the vulture.
Yeah, Geralt got the right gal for you for this job. In Teshire. There's many different mercenaries, and you just got probably the best for this exact job.
You gotta leave it to the professionals. That's what I always say.
So for that one, you get still 1 knowledge die in addition to the base dice. And we're looking for the 10th icons, and that's nothing, I guess. So.
Let's re-roll one time.
I just want to leave it for the professionals, just as you said.
Right. I'm looking for 6 this time, though.
You're
There's
trying
1.
to talk yourself.
I'm yelling him to stop.
You're encouraging Mama. Go.
Yeah. All right, so we got 2. That's fine.
Yes. That's
hey,
enough.
Nice.
you're doing half of the work, and Mama is doing half of the work for both skill checks. Good duo. You run like the wind, following the kidnappers into the streets of Hesembi, and before you get too far, you catch up and pull Nara off his shoulder. Startled, the vulture stumbles and falls headfirst into a street stand. While he still recovers, you release your friend from her bonds. You pull Nara up and you turn to face the suddenly cornered vulture together. I surrender, he says, raising his wings above his head, his eyes darting between you. Would you like to retaliate or tie him up?
Do we know from the story so far what these vultures did to me previously?
Not exactly, but
Okay.
you dislike them quite a lot. Like Ursula came from a different continent, from far away, and these
Right.
vultures followed her all the way here. So
In that case,
can't be good.
let's retaliate. Let's go the dark path. Let's retaliate.
That's one of the first who actually chooses that. Let's go. Everyone is feeling so soft at this moment. You let him have it. For everything he's done, his gang has done, and for everything that happened in the past, whatever it was. It feels cosmic, symbolic even, like freeing yourself for good by your own strength, and with Momo self. The vulture doesn't appreciate the taste of his own medicine, soon offering anything, even the clothes off his back, to make you stop. Afterwards, you return to the base, where the mercenaries are wrapping things and their defeated foes up. Well done, Gero says, giving you a nod before turning back to oversee the takeover. Indeed, Nara says. She pulls back her hood and smiles. I wanted to make you my sidekick at first, but looks like I become yours. Ready for your next adventure? You agree, wielding newfound spoils of war and self-confidence. You've never been readier. To prestige. And we are going to return your quest to treat the library. And you get 15 if it's available. It is. And you also get 297 from the vault, not from the library, but from the vault, which is usually a place where you don't get access to. So 15 is a long coat. You did get the clothes off his back, which we can help you sneak, explore, or intimidate if you choose to keep it, as you have already 3 items.
Oh, good point.
And you also got Nara, which a little bit different this time without her hood. Being something of a professional problem solver has left Nara with a wealth of connections and experience. Also bonuses for survival skill checks and observing and convincing.
So with the
Nara,
the wanted poster, when I use that, is it done, or do I have to discard it when I use that? I can't. I don't know. Maybe not.
No discarding. No. You can be, if you intimidate, you get 2 successes, and you have to roll the d12. And with the roll of 1 or 2, we place a specific card on the notice board. So your card goes nowhere, but there might be a consequence if you use it.
And show me the coat one more time. Let me see.
So here's the long coat. 1 success for sneaking and reroll, and 1 die reroll for exploring and intimidation.
But the wanted poster helps me with fighting, which I'm not great at.
Yeah, 2 rerolls. Charm helps with sneak, force, or climb usually, but you might also lose successes. It's lucky item.
And then the encyclopedia does what again? That's knowledge skill checks.
Yeah, in all knowledge skill checks, you may reroll 1 die and double up 1 book into 2 successes. And I think like in last game, Thekos got this knowledge die just for the encyclopedia, so the reroll is always stronger. Doesn't mean that you have to keep it, but that's why you have this one lone knowledge skill mark.
This might not be the right move, but
there's no right or wrong. You just do what you want.
Let's replace the charm with the long coat.
First you beat up your enemies, then you take the clothes off their back and show wanted posters to people.
I'm turning into Isala into a real villain here. This is gonna be good.
Yeah, that's her character arc this time. It can be a redemptive one, but it can also be one of vengeance, it seems. So now you have one quest that is you might go here at some point. If you want to use your special ability at some point, Nara can fly, but Momo cannot. So Momo would
How many more turns do I have, Momo?
Here on Monday.
Okay.
And you already played your Thursday, and you can even Momo stays with you longer, but you have to pay 5 gold to delay by 2.
Yeesh.
So she's pretty expensive.
Very expensive.
Like
Jeez.
Bluey is 4 gold. That's also not cheap, but at least a little.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Cheaper than Momo. So are you planning going here at some point for your quest?
Yeah. I think that I might even fly over there this next time.
Next turn, or
yeah.
So flying gives you +3, would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can actually go there in 1 turn.
Perfect.
So if you're planning to do that, I can. Let's see. Yes, it has the. So all the scenes that can be partnered up have this handshake
perfect.
icon. So if you're going to do that, I can come there now, and then I'm ready there for your turn.
Yeah, let's do that. That'll be cool.
I'm just going to hide in the woods for 1 turn. Hopefully nothing bad will happen to me.
Well, now that you said that.
Because with Certegos there was some shenanigans in Meratu, like, oh, I just wait you here a little bit, and no, he did not wait for me there. He got in the woods. So it's Friday.
Not Sunday.
So in this case, we'll take the forest 217. 217. And does the library have 288? Let's see. Yes, it does have 288.
Okay. In the woods, surprisingly, you find a pit by the side road. Kakapo in traveling gear is scolding a group of intimidated moles. You introduce yourself to the agitated bird, and she does likewise. Kihurangi, as an explorer and mapper of landscapes, I've paid for the Grand Mole Efforts labor group to explore this tunnel into the earth, but they refuse to work. Feeling judgmental eyes on them, the mole site boss explains, that pit is home to a Bordegon. To go in is to be devoured. That's not good.
That's not
she refuses she refuses to endanger her team. The Kakapo rubs her forehead in stress. A mythical snake beast has ruined my expedition. She grumbles about how she wishes there was some way to reach down into the pit. Do you have a duelist tag?
I'm not a duelist, and neither is Pekapo or Bluey, my mercenary friend, so no duelist this time around.
So you can climb down to the pit for a hard survival check. You can force a tree. You can force a tree down into the pit for an easy might check. You can encourage the moles with gold for 5 gold, or
no.
or you could just leave them alone, let them do their own thing.
I think
I mean, you've got all that knowledge and survival sitting there.
Yeah, and for climbing down the pit, Pekapo again helps with survival stuff. He has climbed many things in his past lives, so I'll go and climb down. I'll show them all. There's nothing they need to be afraid of in this.
Right? Yeah.
No mythical.
There's never mythical beasts are always mythical in these games. They're not real.
Of course. So let's see. I'm still waiting for the perfect opportunity to use my power of mind, but this is not yet that. That's already 3. Yeah, I'll keep this, but now I'll use Pekapo's ability to reroll up to 5, so I'll choose this. Perfect. I don't need knowledge for this. I'll just climb down. Oh, yes.
Whoa, there we go. Okay.
Pekapo is pretty good at climbing.
6 again.
Yes, my favorite friend.
So
And
4 plus.
and got no knowledge because I
Oh,
removed
yeah, no knowledge.
all of those. So let's go 4 plus.
With careful progress, you climb into the hole and to its dark bottom. Among the shadows, you note its shape and size. Down there you even find a curious item worth taking. You're not sure how it got down here. Maybe someone didn't want it anymore and threw it in. Upon climbing up, the moles gasp at how you were unharmed. Their sightball stammers, "You weren't attacked by the Bordegon?" Kirangi puts her wing over the sight boss. That is because it isn't real. She records
true.
all the details of the hole you noted. Much obliged. Since I am done with my research here, let me repay you by joining you. I might get the chance to return the favor. A friend and an item, not a bad haul. You get 1 prestige and then several other cool things.
Prestige and 246 I found from the bottom of the pit a bouquet. Well, why? I don't know. I just smell so good that I attract flowers to me, it seems.
Wow. We could not be more different right now, our 2 characters.
This also has aroma, so both of my items have aroma now, so I smell so good.
It's very impressive.
If I want to convince someone, I get 1 success for each day left in the timer box. So if I use it on the same day, I get 5 successes.
Wow.
But they will wither away 1 day at a time until I have to discard them.
They must have been freshly thrown down there then.
Yes, it seems like a ruined date or something. I don't need this. And then the moles come. This smells like a Bordegon. I'm not going. And in addition, where did I put my other gun? Here. So 288 is another friend. I don't have enough friends yet. So Gyurang joins me. Knows the land like no one else. A famous summit he mapped near Edgeden is named after her. So in perception skill checks I can roll up 2 and unlocking and exploring gives 1 success. I will make more space for my friends. I have so many friends, I don't know
so
what
many
to do
friends.
with them. 5, yeah, both are 5, which means that they are far enough. Oh no, they're not far enough. They're on the same on the final day. So I actually have to discard both of them just at the end of the game. Like 1 day later, and I would keep them for the next game as well. So no can do so. And the drawn event cards goes to the bottom of the event deck, and that's end of scene. Saturday here as well, and the raccoon is my my mercenary friend, and I'm just now too fond of all my friends. I don't want him to leave, so it hurts, but I'm going to spend 4 gold to delay it by 2.
Oof. With friends?
I'm now left.
Sorry, that's my dog. Hold on 1 second.
No worries. And that's 4 gold for that, and this delays 1 and 2.
Alright, I don't know what got into him. He's good now.
2 day, and now we are on Saturday on both, and now it's your turn.
Okay, so we're gonna fly, and we're gonna come meet up with you.
We're going to return your special ability to the library, as well as Momo, as she has
Hi,
done.
Momo.
She has done her job, and
she will be remembered fondly.
She will stay in Hesembi. Maybe she makes the Vulture Gang space her new home or something.
Yeah.
This is mine now. She waves you as you fly through Galzyr's landscape and meet up with me for the growing pains. I escaped from wicked maize farm owners. The food was bad and they beat us. They held us in chains and forced us to work for them. I was lucky to get away. They'll take me back to the horrible farm if I speak to city guards. You must help me, free my friends from the evil farmers. Signed by Guldia, the long-tailed duck orphan. It's good that you picked up this quest before you got like your wanted poster and your logo. Like, maybe she would not approach a person like you if you would be looking like what you are doing now.
This is true.
So we can visit the farm and take the scene 293. 293. On your way to the farm, you're surprised to run into Guldia, the malnourished duckling who gave you this quest. There is no way I could stand by and not help. We have to go to save the others. As you head to the farm, she tells you about the cruel acts performed by the married couple running the farm, Theodore and Darby, and now they get their most loyal farmhand, old Norik, to beat and starve the kids that act out of line. You reach the farm as the sun starts to steer for the horizon. You can see the farmer's home next to the various barns and granaries, along with stables the kids are kept in. You could try to press with the farmers or go free the children. So should you go, or should we go to the farmer's house directly or head for the stables?
You know, let's go directly to the house. Let's just deal with this problem at its source.
If we need to intimidate, you can handle that, and if we need to convince, right. I smell so good.
Right. I feel like we can definitely talk our way out of this whole thing. Let's go to the house.
If talking is an option, let's see. You head to the house and rap on the door. A polecat couple answers, whose curious faces morph to anger when they see Guldia. You are in big trouble, missy, the wife Darby growls. You tell the couple that you want them to treat the kids better. Just do better. Theodore gives you a threatening look, and when you do not budge, says to his wife, Darby, fetch me my blunderbuss.
Oh, well, it's going to go that way.
Next to the entrance, exposing a room filled with survival supplies and firearms. Let's see if we can talk. Do we have a curious Zach? I think neither of us, even though we have quite a lot of tags together, we are not curious. Oh, we can intimidate the farmers to release the kids, or we can outwit the farmers.
Let's intimidate.
Let's go. So we can now use our shared dice, but we can still only use 2 of any given color. So we can use 2 knowledge dice, and you give us 1 perception, and that's the dice. Not that good. As for intimidation, I don't have anything outside of my determined status, but you get 1 reroll from Longcoat and 2 successes from the wanted poster if you use those.
Okay.
And that's only 1 success so far. Do we take a full reroll?
Yeah, let's do the reroll, yep. It's even worse. So that was our normal reroll. I get a reroll from the long code now.
From the long code, we can reroll 1 of the. No, it doesn't matter. Both of these are the same.
Oh, okay. I see.
Both have 2 communication icons. Nope.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, then I guess we're using the wanted poster.
Yeah, you're just saying, do you know who I am? And for that, we still doesn't affect our successes, but we roll and see if a card goes to the notice board. So with a roll of 1 or 2, something happens, and that's a 4. So nothing happens, but they hopefully are a little bit intimidated by your wanted poster and the image resembling you on it.
Yeah, slightly resembling me.
You warned them so bad that bad things will happen if they do not release the kids. Look, bad things. The couple feels so threatened that they run into the gear room and slam the door shut. behind the wooden portal, you can hear them gearing up to deal with you.
Oh.
There's a lot of firepower in that room they can bring to bear. So things might be wise. So it might be wise to utilize this time you have bought to act. You ask Guldia as quickly as possible to take you to the stables. She runs around the side of the house. The others are this way! This way! Tailing her, you reach the stables. You reach the grimy stables and peer through its barred windows with Guldia. You see a swarm of children sleeping on soiled straw with the farm animals. They start to wake, and soon the whole throng of them begin whispering at you to save them. The only door into the stables is sealed with a heavy padlock other than a hatch on the roof. You hear shouts and footsteps drawing near. Seems Theodore and Darvier are grown wise to you. You do not have much time. Should we unlock the stable, in which case Bluey will give us 1 success for all the thievery stuff. And yes, Kihurangi gives 1 success for unlocking as well. Like
well then, yeah, 100%. That's what.
Or
we're doing.
we can climb to the top of the stables. In which case, I have.
Listen, I know your postman likes climbing.
I'm my vice postman.
But we're going to go with unlocking this time.
Well, it's good that my other friends can get something to do from time to time as well.
They're tired of you relying on the postman all the time.
Like, you have climbed enough. Let us do something now. And Louis, like, why are you paying me?
It's not all about
why
you,
are you
postman.
paying me to stick with you when I can't? You don't let me do anything. So I give you no dice at all. Like, I'm not.
That's fine. Your friends are going to help me out a lot here in a second.
My
I'm
friends
pretty sure.
Help. So that's 2.
We got 2.
That would be already 4. Do you
I'm
want
good
to
with that.
reroll, or are we good with 4?
I'm good with 4. Let's go with 4.
5 would be the best.
So close.
No.
Oh, well,
Why did you let me reroll?
I should have.
The lock is surprisingly stubborn, but you eventually get it open, or your friends do. A tidal wave of children floods from the portal and trample over you, escaping the farm. By the time you get back to your feet, you are surrounded by a mob of angry farmhands led by Theodore and Darby. Furious at the loss of their laborers, they attach a ball and chain to your leg, stating that you will work off all the profits they will lose from the stunt you just pulled. They lock you in the stables and turn in for the night. Later, into early hours, a group of the children returns, and in a twist they help you escape. All of their praises elevate your soul, and you feel you have atoned for all your wrongdoings in life. Oh, this is the redemption arc for us.
There we go.
2 prestige. Returning growing pains here to the library. Go there. We both get 52 and 60. 52 and also 60. And I get also 2 prestige. You're doing great. And 104 to the back of the quest slot. Alright, everything done, and let's see what we got. So we both got 52, which is a ball and chain. So in a settlement, we may spend 5 gold to discard this if we want to pay our way out of it. Or we can just wait, like in the bottom you can see the save icon is that we discard. So we keep this the end of the game or pay 5 to get rid of. And if we sneak, fight, climb or run, oh no, climb, oh no, we get 1 failure. So that's fun. But we also got 60 inner peace.
Nice.
hard to achieve, even harder to maintain. Inner tranquility is the goal of many meditators. And if we do any of the physical stuff, we hasten by one. But if we recall, convince, or observe, we get one success. I don't even have 5 or 3 items yet, and my space is running thin. So many timed effects. This is yours. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like a whole pile of tokens on the on next Wednesday. Like I don't even know how many. Full pile.
Wow.
Never seen that many on a single day. And that was
very impressive.
Your turn. So then it's mine. I have treasure hunt in Hesembi and my test of will in Rienstum. But I can't get to either of those right now. You don't have any quests, and there's new ones in Jetsten and Sarevar, which are quite far away.
Yeah, that's gonna take that's gonna take most of the rest of the game to get up there.
You can also visit some of the places on locations if you want. But let's see, 1, 2 takes with 2 turns. I'm just here if I want to go to Hesembi. But let's see if I can make that a bit faster. So I'll go back to Arhin, and I'll go to the docks even. But I'm all out of money. I don't have 2 money. That's not good. I was hoping to catch a ride, but with 2 gold, it's not that likely to get where I actually want to. Also, so just Bartek just said that the flowers were keeping the Portagon away. So now the moles are actually in trouble if they go there.
That would be something else. You convince them that it's completely safe. They're like, "Oh, cool," and they go down there and all of them get eaten.
Yeah, like did you know that Portagons hate like really strong smelling stuff? There's also actually I'll just go to Meratu.
Okay.
And I could move here, but it still takes more 2 turns to go to Hesembi, so I'll visit the ranger station in hopes of maybe doing some boring work and getting some money. So that's 17.
Just 17.
Yes, I'm asking if 168 is available, and it certainly is.
All right, so approaching the ranger station, you immediately get a sense that something's not quite right, and as you get closer, a young woodpecker in a ranger uniform stops you. "Halt, traveler," he shouts. "A dangerous criminal is loose, and you should steer clear of the forest until we catch her." He looks pensive for a moment before continuing. "Unless you're the help we requested?" You ask, that dangerous criminal, by the way, it's probably me. You ask for more details, and the woodpecker takes you behind the log house they used for jail, while explaining that they were transferring the prisoner, but she escaped during the night. "That must be how she got out," he says, pointing out the large hole in the back wall, as well as the obvious missing prisoner. If you repair, each tinkering tag will give you 2 successes, so you can repair the wall for an easy survival check, or you can search for the criminal's tracks for a hard perception check, or you can just visit the inn.
I have flashbacks to the previous game with Sir Tekos about this similar situation, so I leave the criminal alone this time.
Okay.
And while I would be kind of good at repairing the wall with this dice, I go to the inn. Maybe they get more, some better. I'm just looking for easy money.
Right.
I'm not sure if
so
the
visit the
woodpecker
inn.
has a lot of money to. If they can't, they don't have
doesn't
money
sound
to
like
fix the walls.
Right.
They have money to pay me for fixing the walls.
Right, exactly. On the one hand, you could go chasing after a dangerous criminal in untamed wilderness, but on the other hand, you could relax at the inn. The choice is easy, and you leave the situation for the Rangers to handle.
Yeah, they can handle it.
Right. All right. The inn is a spacious wooden building like the rest, and its main floor has a kitchen and recreational areas. Currently, with most of the Rangers being outside, it is somewhat empty, but there are still several guests and employees around. Most of them have gathered around a dartboard by one of the corners. What can I get you? A koala innkeeper asks. Call me Melisep. If you want to help out in the kitchen, that's fine too. We're short on staff at the moment. You can play darts for 4 gold
I don't
and an
have
unknown
enough,
perception check.
not enough gold to do
You
that.
you can stay at the end for 2 gold, or you can help out in the kitchen.
I said I want just some boring work if any is available.
So help out in the kitchen.
Let's help out in the kitchen. This is the heroic stuff that we are after.
You settle for doing some light work in the kitchen, preparing supplies, washing dishes, and so on. It's not too difficult, even if the toad cook named Togapo is a bit brash in his demands. It's not you. I'm harsh on all my coworkers. If anything goes south, the blame will always be targeted on me. He croaks as the toad cleans his blade on his apron. For your troubles, you earn a free meal, lodging, and some pocket change. A good deal all around. You gain 3 gold. There's the gold you're hoping for.
I was hoping for
Give-
more, but I'll take what I can.
We got enough to get rid of that ball and chain now.
Yeah, or I can pay my friend to stick longer with me, but he's getting really expensive because even with delaying by 2, it would still go to the top of the pile, and I would still have to pay 2 extra to get for the next game, so that would cost
Right,
8
yeah.
in total, and I don't have that, at least not yet. And I remember in the previous game I already paid something for him to stick with me, so he's getting really, really expensive. So I got the free meal, which gives me vigorous status because I don't have enough cards yet. So I can get discard to get +1 movement. Or
Nice.
if I force intimidate or run, I can also get. I have all these cards here, but everything is like ticking away, and soon I have nothing.
You're like completely encroaching in on
Yeah,
my side of the board here.
You don't have enough. As many cards, so I'm a little bit here as well. And that's the day. We're going to Sunday. No timer tokens on Sunday. So where do you want to go? What do you want to do? You have a few days more.
Let's see. I guess I start trying to get me up towards the top right there to head towards those quests. So I can go 2 spaces. So let's just go to that space. Go into Marat.
Or here.
No, yeah, right there. Let's go that way.
This one, and we're going to draw an event for you. So that's a forest space, and it's Sunday. So it's not Thursday, and forest is 178.
All right.
178. You there, come forward! An elderly star-nosed mole calls out to you. She's squatting next to a wooden crate under bent and gnarled oak. No other travelers are currently with you this deep into the forest, so you step over roots and fallen rotten logs to the mole's side. She grins and taps her claws against the box. You seem like a brave and seasoned soul. I propose to you a challenge. The ultimate test of wisdom and courage. Would you be willing to accept? The offer seems a bit eccentric, as does the location it is being hosted in, but it could be an interesting experience. You just need to close your eyes and tell me when you're ready. Do you have a coward dice? tag, and no, you do not have that. You can accept but observe the area first, hard perception skill check, or you can accept but figure out her plan first, medium knowledge, or simply refuse the challenge. The challenge.
Let's accept and observe.
Observing, yes. Your inner peace will give you 1 success for observing, and Nara gives you 2 rerolls for observing. So while you can close your eyes, Nara can look around. What's going on? And let's see, you have those. Yes, this is your dice for observing. That's 2 and 1 extra from inner peace. That would be 3, and then you can still reroll up to if you're happy with this.
Well, we can re-roll up those 3 that didn't do anything.
Or up to 2, I mean, yes. So
up to 2. Okay, yeah.
Let's see if Nara can see anything suspicious going on. Yes, she probably can.
Nice.
So you're again like you're doing half of the work, and your companions are doing half of the work.
That's the way I like it.
So are you happy with 4, not using your determination to get the 5th?
I would hate to miss out on the best option. What if I use it? Is it gone?
Yes, it's a 1-time use. So it might push you
to
the
you
last
know what?
one.
I'm fine. No, let's stick with 4.
Let's go with 4. Good
nice.
choice. And you got didn't get any T-word this time, so we go directly to the 4+. Subtly scanning the area, you notice a logo of a chain-making company on the box and a nearby hole in the ground discreetly being covered. Humoring her, you close your eyes and tell her to start. She's good, opening the crate and lifting out the chain almost silently, but your hearing is sharper. Doesn't hurt that Nara is also looking out for you. Brazenly, you ask her if she plans to chain you up and rob you, then flee into the nearby hole. You can almost hear her heart stop. Not quite. The challenge is to test your hearing. You passed. Smugly, you open your eyes and smile at her, asking that if you beat the test, do you get a prize? Grumpily, she hands you an item and some gold for winning before slowly marching away.
Nice.
What a challenge. You got 3 gold, so you're going up to 6. And you get 31 that you actually threw away earlier. So you can get the chance to get the charm back if you want to.
That feels like a sign.
Do you want the charm?
Let's switch out
you with sneaking, forcing, and climbing.
Let's swap out the pocket encyclopedia, I guess, for the charm.
It has done its job. Like you threw away the charm at the mall. Oh, this is mine. This is mine.
Yeah. And then it just shows back up.
And they're going to return the drawn event the bottom of the event deck.
So I'll let you know that the house is starting to wake up. So this might be the last that I can do here before we get overrun by small children.
So that we have still my turn, and then we had 3 turns to get all in all. So let's see if we can charge through all those.
Okay.
I'll move here, then I can go to Hessen before my scene, and this is hills, and the special condition would be Saturday. It's not Saturday, so 208.
208.
Be mine. 208.
All right, your travels to the hills today have been an entertaining one. For hours on and off, a red-tailed hawk has been practicing daring and dazzling aerial maneuvers above you. The show turns grim when the bird wobbles and falls to the earth. With all the uneven terrain of the hills, it makes it hard to see where they landed. It takes you some time to find the crash site. Help me, the hawk gurgles while his wing bent at a terrible angle twitches. Between gasps, he tells you his name is Ector and that he was practicing formations that old fashioned hawks used to impress future spouses. After rambling about how he loves someone named War, he tells you that he has a cabin nearby with medical supplies. Do you have a surprise tag?
So even though I have quite a pile of stuff, I'm not surprising.
All right. So, if you recall, each first aid and medical tag will give you 2 successes.
No,
So
I
you
don't
can
have
recall how to
those.
treat wounds for medium knowledge, or explore the area for the cabin for medium survival, or just leave them there.
For exploring, both Kihurangi and Pekapua will help me. So
There we go.
let's
Explore.
explore. So this should be pretty easy with all the dice and help I get from my stuff. Ball and chain does not hinder my exploring abilities, but my inner peace will get hastened by 1. So let's do that, and that's only 1, so I'll choose to reroll everything. That's 0.
Whoa.
So then I use Pekapo's ability to reroll up to 5. So for once I will do the full 5.
Yeah.
Pekapo, show me your skills. That's 2 and 1 from Kihurangi. That's 3.
3.
Yeah, I still have my determined status, but 3 is enough. I want to save all my stuff.
Yeah. All right, so 3. Lifting Ector off the ground, you tell him that you are going to take him to his cabin. He gives a vague nod in the direction it is in and passes out. Venturing through the hillsides, it is an effort to find the cabin, but with determination and time, you finally reach it. You patch Ector up with the supplies here. He stirs for a moment to offer you some goggles as thanks, but passes out and you step outside. Looking at the wilderness around you, a grim realization creeps into your mind. You have no idea how you got here. Whoops.
Oopsies.
You try to retrace your steps, but lose your own trail in a few paces. Your worry turns into a full panic as you run through the hillsides, unable to find your way out. You earn 1 prestige, and then you may swap one of your skill marks for a perception skill mark.
So first of all, I'm extremely confused how I can get lost with Kihurangi, an seasoned explorer and a postman who knows like every place, and still I get lost.
It seems like they were distracted or something.
Even though this will make my my power of mind weaker, I'm not going to decline the gift of the goggles here, and I have climbed so much, so let's take one of the survivals away.
There you go.
Just for the fun of it. And then I get 50, which is indeed the lost status. So when gained, I will have to put my figure on this card, and next turn I'm forced to take this one. So I'm not on the game board anymore again. I'm lost with all my all my companions.
Spend a lot of time off the game board.
Return that to the bottom. Go to Monday. And on Monday we have a pile of stuff here. First, my mercenary asking for pay, like in the middle of nowhere, and I'm saying I have paid you enough already, so he's going to go away finally. And the next one is the bat, which is somewhere. Can't find this anywhere. Something that I have already done, it seems. Then we have the chameleon. So Pekapua is also. I'm done. I guess we lost each other in the hills.
Oh no, you got
like this is the reason why I got
That's
lost.
separated.
Because Pekapua didn't help me.
he knew where he was going, and then you just wouldn't listen.
Like, oh, you go that way, I go this way. You can get lost all your own. Then we have now it's Monday, yeah, so it's your turn to do something.
Okay, so we're gonna keep moving towards the top right there.
Here.
Yes, that works perfect.
Do you want to draw an event card or visit the ruins or the camp?
Let's visit the camp.
So that's
Because what do I need to be in order to take the ball and chain off?
in a settlement. So
So that's not
anywhere
quite right.
but Meratu or Teshun on the board. The
Okay.
other places are, but we don't have many rounds left, so you might.
Right,
just
that's true. It's not
transfer.
even worth it, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, but yeah, I'll go to the camp.
So that's 12. As you approach the mercenary camp, you hear sounds of angry commotion coming from inside. The two guards at the gate seem on edge as well. They turn to you as you approach. And you left Momo behind. I left my mercenary behind as well. So you do not have a mercenary tag. Rather briskly, the two mercenaries demand to know why you come. All the while, the shouting inside continues. As you explain your adventuring ways, however, they mellow a bit. You should hire me, one says. Could use some help, surely? Hire me instead, the other interjects. I'm better. Let's see who's trying to sell their services to you. So I'll take the 149s and you shuffle. So I've been seeing them for a while, so you can see who's offering the services. So for 4 gold,
is it Momo?
You can either like Bluey just got like I got lost and he got back to the camp like I'm done with this. He's not paying me. So you can either get Bluey or Marlena, or you can just decline to hire one of them.
Let's take Marlena.
It's 3
Because
days.
and
So
3
that's
will be beyond the end of the game, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
So that's 4 gold. You pick one of the mercenaries, pay up, and head inside. Your new hire follows you right behind you. 4, so you go down to 2. Because we're so poor. So poor.
But I'm rich in company.
Yes, I was, but not as much anymore.
Yeah.
The inside of the camp is much like at the gate, except worse. A large group of mercenaries in blue war paint are at odds with ones wearing purple sashes. Nothing knightly about you, you hear someone shout. More like violet wimps. Better than you blue bastards, Hunter replies. Some have drawn their weapons, and it looks like a full-on brawl might break out soon. Perhaps you could involve yourself by seeking out the leadership. Then again, the warmth of the large campfire seems far more inviting than this ice-cold atmosphere. So should you seek out the person in charge or relax by the campfire?
Hey, listen, I'm hauling around this ball and chain. It's very difficult. So we're gonna relax by the campfire.
Yeah, and you also have your inner peace, so you're okay
right
with your ball and chain and everything. You let the mercenaries handle their own quarrels and head to the campfire instead. There's no one by the fire, but you see camping and outdoor gear thrown to the flames, perhaps due to the feud. Looks like you could still save some. Do you want to take a survival skill mark for yourself?
Yeah, let's take that, and I'm going to go the opposite of super specialized, and I'm going to take one off of thievery and put it into survival.
All right, that's
become the jack of all trades,
master of none.
Right,
so
exactly.
That's fun build as well. 284 is available. Not long after, an old koala in a postal worker's uniform, Pekapua, joins you by the far. It's like, all my friends are coming. What? That's why I
What is
got
happening?
lost. They're like, we go this way, you go that way. Build up a habit when I came here for work so often, it says. That was before those purples showed up. But it was a mess then too. Near impossible to find the recipient. But I always delivered my letters. Well, almost. As you relax, fatigue melts away in the shooting heat. After a while, however, you hear a fight break out. That's a sign to get going, says the koala. Say, maybe you can help me make one last delivery. So you would return exhausted and freezing if you had either of those. And you get 284 that I didn't even have time to get back yet. Backup
Nice.
you. I feel a little bit betrayed.
It's amazing.
You
I should have taken Bluey.
You could have taken Bluey and pick up both of my friends. Oh no. So he wants to deliver a letter to Jetsten, but that's a bit far away. But maybe the next person playing Ausla can make Pekapua happy by delivering his final letter that I failed. Yeah. I failed him. So he went to Teshun.
He came looking for some more help.
Yes, and find someone hopefully capable of helping him a little bit better. So I'm lost. I'm forced to take the scene 100 from my card. Let's see where that takes me.
You wake up to discover that snow has fallen through the night, coating the landscape and painting a beautiful wintertime scenery. Unfortunately, the fresh fall has obscured the path you were on, and the landmarks you were using to navigate now look identical to everything else. You could go about finding your way back to civilization in a systemic manner, or you could simply try your luck and begin walking in a random direction.
That sounds good.
So if you climb or observe, each navigation tag gives you 2 successes. You can observe your surroundings for an unknown perception check, or you can climb the peak for a better view for an unknown survival check, or you can pick a random direction.
Climbing doesn't sound as good without Pekapua, and I also threw away some of my survival gear. In addition to ball and chain giving -1 if I climb, so I'm definitely not climbing. I think I can observe because my inner peace helps me.
Okay.
I don't. This is like second to last turn, so I don't know if I can even have time to use my power of mind anymore. So I'll use it so it doesn't go to waste. And I'll observe, but I'm going to change it to knowledge skill check so I get better dice.
Ah, very nice. Very nice.
It. So then I can use those. And so now it's knowledge unknown, but it's still observe, so I can still use my inner peace for this. And I'm looking for books, and I'm just throwing the survival like this is how I would not have gotten lost in the first place. So let's just troll everything again and see if I can get some books.
Oh my god! What do you get?
Dice are like I got one, and 1 from inner peace, and I've saved that determination long enough. Let's burn everything.
I think you should at this point.
I want to get out of here. I don't want to stay lost. So now I have 3. 1 from the dice, 1 from inner peace, and 1 from determinate status. So I'm at 3.
All right, and that is just enough for the best.
There's so many skill checks that I really don't remember any of the thresholds, so it's a lucky guess in this point.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
You pause for a moment to take in the stunning vista of the surrounding forest spread out around you. Your keen eyes spy the roof of a wooden shed not far from you, and you decide to check it out. Close by, you also spy a crate destroyed by the elements. Inside, you spot a few weapons in working order in the middle of a bunch of rusted garbage. You could pick up some of the gear in better condition if you wished, and you can swap one of your skill markers for a might skill marker.
I'll take a lesson
Hey, look
from
at
the
that.
bird, and I'll do this. I'm slowly shifting all my skill marks to different spots. I'm just
By the looks of it,
if I get lemons, I'll try to make lemonade.
Yeah, that's right. By the looks of it, the shed is abandoned. You take a moment to look around in case of a possible owner being nearby. With your brief scan fruitless, you turn back to the shed. So you can unlock the shed for an easy skill check, or you can force the shed open for a medium might check, or you can ignore the shed.
It's all quite tempting to just ignore the shed because doesn't matter. My inner peace is going to get ruined after this day anyway, so it doesn't matter if I ruin it by doing either of these. If it would stay longer, I might even ignore it because it will hasten. But let's. I could use for forcing. I could use my vigorous status, but unlocking is a bit easier. Let's try unlocking, which will take my inner peace away.
Okay.
But it would have gone away after this day anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. So I have perception and a might die. That's weird. I'm not used to having these kinds of dice with carry dice. Yes, I didn't even see. Kihurang gives 1 for unlocking, so
Perfect. Yeah,
that's
there you
cool.
go. Okay.
And that's
So
just
2.
1. I don't trust my rolling skills anymore, so I'm happy with 2. Let's go with 2.
All right.
4
So
plus not going to happen.
yeah, that was you're not getting there. Despite being old and eroded, the lock puts up an impressive challenge. Finally, it opens with a rusty screech and you slide the door open. Somehow, the shed looks even worse from the inside, with cobwebs and dust covering most of the stuff inside. However, upon closer inspection, you spot something you think might be of value or maybe even useful. Resuming your long journey back to civilization, you have a rather solid idea where you are. Now, which is your final heading? So you now have to roll the 12-sided die.
That's 12. And I may now subtract 1, so I can choose 1, 12 or 11, and I go to the matching location. So
Oh, that's pretty cool.
1 is Yets, then 11 and 12 are Rienstum. And I actually have one of my quests to Rienstum, so I'll go there.
There we go. Nice.
Got lost, got found, everything is okay.
That worked out.
I returned 50 and I get 41, which I found dumbbells from the shed. And in
nice.
and in might skill checks I can reroll up to 2, which is really good because I just got a might die.
Yeah.
So that was that. And my turn ends. We go to Tuesday. So I got lost in the Meratu somewhere, and then I just bumbled my way to Rienstum through the wilderness.
That's crazy.
And lost all my friends, and you picked them up on your way.
All right, so I'll go north 2 spaces. Northwest, yeah, there you go. Yep.
That's mountain space. It's not Friday, so the mountain is 160. Let's see, 160. Does the library have 296? The library does not have a 296 available, so no. A measure of worry sets in when you reach a spot of winding mountain road covered in bones. Hundreds of them by the looks of it. A snow leopard dotted in cuts and bruises pokes her head out from a nearby cave. Come over here, quick, before it starts again. Again? As if predicted a forecast, bones rain down on you from a higher ledge above. You rush under the sharp barrage of fragments and hide in the cave with the rough leopard. Ever had that happen to you before? She jets before introducing herself as Brihe. Every time I try to leave the cave and go down the road, more bones! How are we going to escape this accursed passage? I have places to be. And no range attack for you, so you have.
Yeah, I don't have that.
You can either dodge the falling bones, easy thievery. You can explore a different route, medium survival, or you can wait for it to end.
No, we're not gonna wait. Let's dodge the falling bones.
For exploring, your newly found friend Pekapo would help
Oh
you.
right, I forgot I got him.
And for thievery, I don't think you have anything or dodging or like exploring.
But my ball and chain is gonna negatively affect the survival check, right? Or the exploring.
It doesn't affect
Or no?
that, no.
Oh, it doesn't
But
actually.
your
Okay.
long coat gives you 1 die reroll for exploring if you choose that.
Oh, you keep talking me into the more difficult checks.
I'm just telling what items can help you.
Yeah, no, I know. You make it sound so good.
You make
now
the
let's I'm going with my first feeling there. Let's go with the dodge, the falling bones.
All right, and for that you have these dice. And you would like to get thievery icons, and you got 1, which is enough to not fail an easy skill check. So you can either keep this or reroll.
Let's re-roll one time. I think I can do better than that.
Let's see if it's worth it. Yeah, definitely.
Yes, nice. Okay.
That's, 4. So let's reveal the outcomes. 3+. Swifter and as cunning as the east wind, you take Brihe by the paw and race down the passage. Animal femurs, horse skulls, ribs, and all kinds of calcium-based projectiles are peppered over you from the heavens above. You are so sleek that not a single projectile strikes you or the snow leopard in your care. Having got through the barrage so quickly, you see who is responsible for it. A 40-strong flock of bearded vultures are perched on the ledge above the cave, tossing bones
always with the
over
vultures
you from fleshly devoured meat. After done, they flutter off and fly down the mountain. Brihe blinks. That was different. Some sort of family meal? Whatever, it's over now. Thank you for getting me out of that mess. And that earns you 1 prestige.
Nice.
And we're going to return the drone event to the bottom of the deck. That was something. And as for my turn, I'll finally do the part 3 of my personal quest, Test of Will. In Meratu, you located Sofron's study, if you can call it that. There you found notes which again mentioned you, as well as a hidden stash in his home in Rienstum. That could be what he dedicated to you in his will. You should pay a visit to find out. So I'll go visit Sofron's home, taking the scene number 95.
All right. Sofron's home lies near the market at the cross section of the city's rich and poor, an apt location for behavioral study. One such opportunity is just occurring right at the front door, where a small crowd of mostly polecats and raccoons surrounds a lone gorilla. "Let us in already," a raccoon shouts. "The owner's long gone." He points at the nailed shut windows. "I told you," the gorilla says. "I was paid to hold the key for someone, and that's what I'll do." You ask if that someone is Karadai, and her eyes widen in surprise. "Wait, I'm Karadai," a voice from the crowd shouts. "No, I'm Karadai," another retorts. Chaos ensues, leaving you without an option to try and talk sense to the gorilla. So you can snatch the key from the gorilla. That seems like a bad idea. For a medium thievery check, or you can force a window open for a medium might check, or you can pay 5 gold for the
My
key.
hard-earned gold not going to happen. Not giving it to the gorilla. Forcing. I'm a little bit better at forcing, and both are medium skill checks. So I wish I could give them my flowers, but they're not accepting those. So I'll try to force the window open, as I can also use my vigor status for that if needed. So I get 1 orange, 1 yellow survival. That's it. That's 3. I'm happy with 3. Yeah, nothing else affects my forcing. So
go with 3. All right. The windows are barred tight, and it takes significant effort for you to pry the planks off one by one. As you progress, the arguments in the crowd slowly die down and turn to silent anticipation. And when the last plank falls, they erupt in a cheer. Before climbing in, you take one last look at the dumbfounded gorilla looking at her suddenly useless key. The others follow through the path you opened.
Realized that I did have my new dumbbells would give me rerolls, but I already forgot that I have them, so I didn't have time to train with them yet, so I'm still a weakling.
The inside is as dusty as one could expect, with only modest furniture adorning the place. The crowd is already busy checking out the place and tapping on the floorboards. You'd have to find the hidden room before them unless you want your findings to be tampered with. But how? Search the place for a medium perception check, or think like a squirrel for a hard knowledge check.
I'm not as sharp from my mind as I have used to be.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I'm able to think like a squirrel.
You've given up on reading.
Yes. So even though I have a little bit better dice for thinking, for searching, I can get the 2 successes from the single die that I can use for observing. So I'll just go and search the place and hope my perception die doesn't betray me. And it did betray me, but I have I have 1 extra reroll, and we all have learned that I'm better at rerolling than rolling. So let's see if that is accurate. It's not accurate. I have nothing to help me more, so I'll just have to eat it up. And I think this is like the first failure of the day.
Yeah, it is the first one today for sure. All right, so here we go. You circle around the place, checking out one room after another, trying to find whatever there is to be found. It eludes you, however, and the noisy folks scurrying about aren't helping either. While you inspect the kitchen cupboards for what must be the 10th time, you hear the sound of the feet, the distinct noise of a poorly played accordion coming somewhere above you. Near the old fireplace, a raccoon jumps down from the hidden attic, the instrument in hand. Getting up yourself, you finally find Saffron's stash, or what's left of it. You also see a discarded letter on the floor. It is dedicated to you. Karadai, my friend, I know your inquisitive nature will lead you here. That's what your folk are known for, after all. That makes you a great scholar, but that's not all you are. That's not all you have to be. We may be distinct, but perhaps you've now realized we can become whatever we want in our own ways. Go and see. Adventure like the polecats. Go and see. Adventure like the polecats. I know their ways always fascinated you, but learn from my folk as well and prepare for the challenges ahead. You stare at the letter as the gears in your head turn. He's right. You've always pushed against convention, looked for new approaches, and searched for the greatest challenge. But perhaps your greatest challenge was always becoming what you've always wanted to be deep within. You don't know, but you're yearning to find out. That is your will. You turn to the stash your friend left you, Time to see what Karadai the adventurer should look like. You earn 1 prestige, and you may swap 2 of your skill marks for any other skill marks.
That's a hefty decision.
Yeah.
We already talked about throwing the books away, so let's start with that. We need no books, and we have climbed enough, so let's throw that away as well, so we can do some new funny business. And I want to have one strong one, so let's. We found the dumbbells, and they inspired us to go train.
There we go.
So let's go.
Karadai over there looking like the Rock now.
Yeah, soon I will throw away the my flowers as well. So I'm just pumping iron from now on. I'm not even missing my leg day.
That's right. Yeah, you're constant leg day right now. Just 1 leg though.
Yes. So,
all right. So Wednesday,
which is the last one. So we're going to have the last scene from the harmony card here. But first, let's see what pile of stuff we have. So first, your inner piece gets removed. Then the slot is yes, my flowers wither away. I need no flowers.
That's right. That's right.
And then the Echidna Kihurangi also leaves my. That is not the Keridai I joined with. I don't know who this is anymore. And Nara is also has had enough with you.
Oh man,
your sidekick. And then the final one is the actual harmony. So number 200.
Oh, number 200.
Yes. So.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Do you want to read? Do I read?
Wait, what is this? Is I'll read it.
This is our shared final scene that ends the game.
I'll read it. Here we go. All right. After all the excitement, challenges, and adventure, it is time to unwind for a moment and reflect on your travels. How many adventurers were there in this game? 2 adventurers. How many of you have isolated tags?
I was twice isolated, but not anymore. I found my way out. Both times.
0. You 2 adventurers decide to punctuate your recent escapade properly and head to an inn to celebrate and trade tales of your personal epics. A nearby inn should suffice for this night of revelry. You find one whose lights are on and is rumbling with the sounds of laughter and music. Throwing open the door, you enter inside. The festivities lull for a second as everyone impulsively casts their gaze at the door. If you agree, you can collectively pay and choose to throw a party. You may also trade gold and items during the scene. So I don't think we have 10 gold between the two of us.
I have my share of 5. You have 2, so no parting for us. But we can share items if you have something that you don't need or want to change up with me. Like I'm not willing to leave. I don't want to leave my dumbbells. I just found them. I got in shape.
Right.
I can swap my perfume for something if you want.
Well, hey, you want to swap the perfume for the charm?
So
I could be a good smelling criminal?
Anything but wanted poster because I can't use that.
Let's swap the charm and the perfume, and so then I will be a good smelling criminal.
Yes, everyone can smell like someone was here. It must be us.
I can both intimidate and persuade.
Yes, and I can trust my luck and go to the gym. So we have to celebrate alone, and we got 7 plus 9 is 16 in total. 1 from the next.
Just short. Entering in, a few folks keep their stares fixed on you while you seat yourselves in order. You can overhear onlookers whisper at each other about the few things they have heard about you, about you lot. A few small groups of folks orbit around you and list off a trail of secondhand accounts that at least mention each of you once. Among the adventurers, you share a smug feeling that you are now certifiably above the common folk, reaching some minor fame. It may not be much now, but it means you are all on the right track to becoming ageless legends. You are well known.
I also see Pekapua, the traitor, with you. Because
Oh,
you
right,
got lost.
Yeah, so we show up there together, and you're like, "Wait, what are you doing here?"
Yes.
That was fun.
That was a fun game. Not like it always goes to directions that I don't know. I can't predict.
Yeah,
Like that's the fun of the game. Even for me, when I know all the different stories that there are in the game, I don't know what order they will take place and where they choose to go and what the game throws at us. So it's for me, it's still fun to play, even though I know the stories.
No, yeah, this is
a
really good one.
So even though might sometimes look like it, I can't control the dice. So.
Well, good stuff. Thanks for having me. This was great.
Yes, and shout outs for Baker's YouTube channel, board offline, board online, board offline.
So right. Yeah, that's
a
the
tongue
one.
twister. You can find a link for his channel down in the description. He does a lot of board game related YouTube videos, so go check him out.
Yeah, thank you. Absolutely.
Thank you for coming, and thank you for everyone joining, and for those watching the game later as well. Next stream will be like roughly a week or so, but if you subscribe to the channel and check, you can see I will schedule it shortly for the next session. Any final words before we wrap the video up?
No, just this was a lot of fun. I've got to get my campaign started because this has really got me primed now, ready to go. I'm excited to really jump into it.
Yeah, so you have not played the final copy yet.
I've not played it. That was my first time playing the final copy. It was right there. I played the prototype several times, even beyond just the video that I made of it. But yeah, that was the first time doing the full
essentially
copy.
The same game as the prototype, just has a lot more content inside.
Right.
So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So no one knows.
It was funny. I was actually, I couldn't believe it that the farm storyline with the children. I don't know if I did it in the video, but one of the times I played the prototype, that storyline came up. So it was crazy to see it happen again, which is why I went to the farmhouse this time, because I went straight to the barn the first time I did it. So I was like, well, let's see what happens when I go the other way.
Yeah. And there's that's one of the rare quests that was ready for the prototype. Like it had maybe 10% of the content or something like that, and now there's like 400 unique stories that can happen.
Yeah, there's so much in here. So
yeah, so thanks for
and a lot of room. I'm guessing to expand eventually. That'd be exciting.
Yes, we do have plans for more stuff, but for now, I hope people can enjoy what's already in the box, because it's a lot.
Well, it'll take them a long time to get through everything that's in there. That's for sure. So,
thanks for joining, and I hope everyone a nice week and day and whatever time it is, and see you next time. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks for watching.
Bye.